What's up, guys? This is Dazed Spirit from Machinima Nightmare, and today, it's Friday. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that again. But today, I'm going to tell you guys a story about how I broke my foot. Now, I broke my foot 6 weeks ago in the middle of August. It all started off with me and my family were supposed to be going down to the Okanagan for 2 weeks. That's like our summer vacation thing. But I kind of got in a disagreement with my dad, and he's like, I'm like, and I was like, fine, I'll just stay here. And he's like, fine, we'll leave. So my mom and my dad left for the Okanagan and left me alone in my house for 2 weeks by myself. And it was awesome. And in that 2 weeks, I managed to break my foot. It was on this one Friday. I was hanging out with my sister because she came over. She's like, hey Sam, I just came to check on you because she's older than I am and she's being the older sibling and stuff like that. But she was like, hey Sam, what's up? I'm like, not much. I get a phone call. I pick it up. It's my buddy Tyler on the other line. Not Blaze Tragic. It's another Tyler. But he's like, yeah buddy, it's Friday night, coming into town, we're gonna get drunk, yeah! I was like, fuck yeah, I wanna get drunk! So later that night, I go into town, actually we got a case of Bush, I think it was Bush, yeah, classy, right? A case of Bush, a 60 of vodka, and a 2.6 of Captain, and yeah, that was pretty decent between the four of us and some randoms. But we go over to my friend's house, we're like drinking, we're having fun, we're like, beer, music, things like that and stuff, but his mom comes home in the middle of us drinking, so we're like, oh shit. So we put all of our stuff in the backpack, ran outside, jump over the fence, and long story short, we end up drinking on a hill at like 12 o'clock at night. I'm just chilling, drinking, just shooting the breeze, talking, doing a whole bunch of random stuff. We all get up, we start like trying to push each other around. At this point in the evening, there's four of us, all the beer was gone, the 2.6 was gone, and there's about a quarter of the 60 left, so we were all pretty hammered. We get this into our head that it would be a good idea to start jumping fences. Fuck it, let's jump some fences. But at this point, we were so inebriated I was so inebriated, I forgot the fact that I'm really afraid of chocolate labs. The reason I'm afraid of chocolate labs is when I was 7, I got attacked by a chocolate lab when I was walking to school. And ever since then, I just been really afraid of them. And I totally forgot about that right now. That didn't even cross my mind. So we started jumping fences. And what do you know? Second fence we jumped, there's a chocolate lab in the backyard. And I just freaked out. I like get back up the fence, but it was a really high fence. It was like 7 feet tall. So I get to the top and I jump off and I land with my entire weight on my left foot. From 7 feet high, my entire weight just landed right on my left foot. And it really hurt. I was really close to crying. I'm not gonna lie. I had like pain, tears coming from my face. But besides from that was really hurt. I didn't think it was that bad. My friends helped me go back to my sister's apartment, which is about 6 blocks away. I jumped on one leg with help from like friends for 6 blocks to my sister's apartment. Then that's about where my memory kind of lapses, but then is when I woke up on my sister's floor in her apartment with a blanket and a pillow, and I tried to stand up. First of all, that was a horrible idea. I tried to stand up and I fall over. I can't put any weight on my left foot. So I'm like, oh shit. Then my brother-in-law walks into the living room while I was sleeping on the floor. And he's like, what's wrong with your foot? I'm like, I don't know, man. And since we're in Canada, he's like, well, we're going to the hospital. I'm like, what? Why? And he's like, because it's free, that's why. I'm like, that's a good point. Then we go to the hospital. I'm still a little bit tipsy. My brother-in-law walks into the hospital and he tells him what's up, and apparently in the hospital, if you have something to do with your foot or you can't walk, they make you ride in a wheelchair. They made me go in a wheelchair. I got in a wheelchair from the parking lot, went into the hospital, waited for 2 hours to see a doctor, and the doctor in the emergency room, he was a New Zealander, and the guy next to me in the next examining room over, he was a Kiwi as well, and the doctor was a Kiwi, and they started talking about the All Blacks and how they won the World Cup. And they talked for like 15 minutes while I was just sitting there waiting. Anyways, he comes in, he's like, what's wrong with your foot? What did you do? So I told him. He touches my foot. I can't take anything touching it, so I like pull it back. I'm like, ah! It's like, yeah, we're gonna have to get that x-rayed. So I go to get it x-rayed, I come back, wait for 5 minutes, he comes back in, he's like, yeah, it looks like you got a pretty severe break on your foot. You're probably gonna have to stay off that for about 6 weeks. I'm like, no. So he's like, come on, let's go to the casting room. But anyways, that's what I've been doing for the last 6 weeks, is just chilling, not being able to walk because I've had a cast on my foot for 6 weeks, and that was that was a pretty crazy night if you ask me. I got a broken foot from it, so it was pretty decent. So yeah, that was my summer, comprised in a nutshell. But until next time, I'm Dazed Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter, @Dazed Spirit. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Keek, I'm on Instagram, whatever you want. It's always Dazed Spirit, because that's my gamer tag. If you guys want to play some Call of Duty with me or anything like that, just fire me a friend request or an invite when I'm online. But anyways, until next time, peace out, keep it classy.